Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Noct and this is Vampyr. So, let's see, I wanted to talk with people. Is this people?
Dr. Reed, may I help you?
Rumors?
Have you heard rumors about blackmail within the hospital?
I don't have time to listen to all the idle gossip that floats in these halls, Doctor.
Do you know if any of the hospital staff have had run-ins with the law?
Doctor, you've hardly been here and you're already questioning the moral fortitude of the staff.
Well, with Crane I didn't get anywhere.
What can you tell me about the epidemic, Nurse Crane? I've been out of touch since I've come back to England.
Everyday folk don't know how bad it is. The papers certainly won't tell them. Not as long as the war is raging on, anyway.
News on the front stated that the Spanish flu was under control, at least in Britain.
It seemed to be for a while, but that was only last summer. It returned with a vengeance just over a month ago.
What can you tell me about our patients here at Pembroke?
This hospital was founded to help the East End poor and needy. But since the war and the quarantine, we've had all manner of folk.
Can you be more specific?
Well, veterans, the elderly, dock workers. We even have a few mental patients. If there's space, we take them.
Okay.
For how long have you been working here, Nurse Crane?
I first volunteered at the Pembroke in 1911, a few months after Dr. Swansea was appointed.
And before you arrived here?
If you must know, this was my first job.
Oh, interesting.
Well, Dr. Swansea certainly has confidence in your abilities. Are you in charge of the nursing staff?
Not in an official capacity, but the Pembroke doesn't always work above board, so to speak.
What about medical protocols?
Dr. Reed, we don't have the money and resources here at the Pembroke like they do in the West End. We do what we can.
So yeah, the protocols be damned.
How is the duty roster organized?
Everybody works until they can't. If there's time, they'll eat a meal and shed a silent tear.
I'll see you later, Nurse Crane.
I'm quite busy right now, Dr. Reed.
Have you heard about any blackmail going on in this hospital?
Blackmail? Nonsense.
That's a quite straightforward answer. But I can believe it.
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later. Good evening, Mr. Fiddick.
Good evening, Dr.
Have you heard talk of any blackmail here at the hospital?
No, nothing.
Okay.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
You always knew the words to calm the children, Ellen. As for me...
There is Hawkins. Mortimer Goswick. Oh,
Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
is he better?
Do you need any help?
Thank you, Dr. Reed, but you've done enough already. The rest is up to me now.
Have you heard rumors about blackmail in this hospital?
No?
Okay, thank you.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful I'd rather not talk.
I'll let you get some rest, then.
Mer Bos Hersey.
Never could keep anything from her.
Oh, what is this?
This hospital seems to be...
Ammo supplies. That's always needed. Ah, there's people. Ooh.
It's locked.
Hey,
Good
people.
evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Have you heard of any underhand dealings within the hospital?
I don't have time for such nonsense, Doctor. I've work to do.
Lodging.
Are you certain? You seem nervous.
If you have something in mind, just speak up, Doctor. Otherwise, stop breathing down my neck.
Really hostile. It is her.
Blackmail
Or someone
is a
close to her.
serious matter, Nurse Hawkins.
Everything is serious around here, Dr. Reed. Starting with patients who need me.
Have you heard of any underhand...
I don't have to...
Okay, I don't really have an option here.
Goodbye.
Oh, I can finally come in here.
What? What? What is this? Who are you? Get out of my room.
There's no need for alarm, madam. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon.
Preposterous. Dr. Reed, you say? I don't want some bumbling intern. Where's Dr. Swansea?
Shut up.
If you continue shouting, I'll have you restrained and gagged. Understood?
How brave. Threatening an old defenseless woman. You know how long I've been a patient here? You've picked the wrong fight. I'm Harriet Jones.
Harriet Jones? Indeed. I've been meaning to have a chat with you. You know what goes on here better than any other patient, I gather.
Oh, better than any patient, nurse or doctor. I've seen so many vile undertakings.
I heard there have been some despicable goings-on. Was there a case of blackmail?
Blackmail? Wait. You're investigating something. This isn't a social call. One of those incompetent cunts slit a poor sod's vein.
It's not about medical
I
error.
assure you, madam, this is not an investigation into a possible medical error.
Debauchery, then? Nurses Crane, Hawkins, Brannigans, whores, all of them. They can't keep their legs shut. I've seen them scratching slutty sores.
Really? Well, if you have irrefutable proof, I'll not have the staff behaving in such a manner here.
This is your business, Doctor, not mine. But I swear one of the nurses is cavorting with some man on hospital hours.
Thank you for your time, Miss Jones. You've given me something to go on. See you on the next round.
I wanna talk more with her.
Miss Jones, greetings. How do we feel?
Again? Waking a poor old woman in her sleep? There isn't a poor life needs saving somewhere?
Now, I need to ask you a few simple questions.
Well, if you really must.
Have you noticed any suspicious comings or goings?
It would be a great deal easier to make a list of things unsuspicious in this house of charlatans.
Everyone here is very capable. I have not seen any instances of unprofessionalism.
Thieves and murderers, the lot. People have gone missing here, you know.
Oh,
Without a trace.
so she knows
Come
that.
now, Miss Jones. Surely it's not that bad.
Have you no eyes? This hospital accepts all manner of souls, regardless of origin. The proper sick cannot heal. We're kept sickened by the refugees.
Interesting.
If you could just tell me why you were admitted.
It's terrible, Doctor. What with a pain in my chest, coughing up blood, and I get awfully tired. Wouldn't be so bad if I hadn't lost my house and all.
I see.
No one comes to visit, you know. Not even my own flesh and blood.
Okay.
I'll come and visit you shortly. Good night, Miss Jones.
So she's this bitter because she's abandoned, basically.
The patients and staff might know something. I'll start my investigation with them.
Oh, paper.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
What can you tell me about the strange man visiting one of the nurses during her shift?
Let me guess. You spoke with that old shrew, Harriet Jones. Do not pay attention to her, Doctor. She's full of fanciful tales.
Interesting.
No matter how you feel about her, Miss Jones deserves our help.
Who says I don't care for her? Hate is what keeps that old crone alive.
She could have been telling the truth about the mysterious man.
That old witch will end up in hell soon enough. Who cares if a nurse finds some happiness where she can?
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Okay. People didn't really help. What about Brannagan? Or Dorothy? Where are they? That's the question. I guess outside. Milton is there. Ah, here.
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
Do you know if any of the hospital staff have criminal backgrounds?
The people who work here all come from very different backgrounds, Doctor. Just like the patients.
Okay, nothing is there. Nothing is there.
Have you seen a strange man visiting any of the nurses here?
I've never heard of such a thing, Doctor.
Goodbye,
Well, you're
nurse.
dead end.
Call me if you need assistance.
As the other nurse. Whatever her name is. Dorothy. I think I saw someone walk past me. What is this? Maybe respawn point, I don't know.
I understand you must be very angry about this unfair situation. I managed to arrange to have you buried in the same mass grave as your wife.
It's locked, all right.
How to investigate her I mean his actions.
I'm sorry you ended up like plain and cold medical men.
I have no idea. Okay, so where is the last person I need? Brannagan. Lady Ashbury. Unknown. Ah, because they don't matter. Only told with FIFA. Seems like she was dealing with Milton. Where is Crane? Or maybe upstairs. That seems to be empty. Swansea. I have no idea where is Dorothy. I could hear her get from here. All liars and thieves. No decency.
I'm so... Will this shift never end?
Okay, so I can't spy on them if I open the door.
As for me, what a blundering idiot.
Oh my god, I really can't find Crane. Oh, what's this? How can Crane disappear like that? Am I missing something? Like everything maybe. Ashbury, unknown, Harvey. Yeah. It's them. Aykroyd. Rashada, Pipa, Thelma, Thomas, Sin, Milton. Where the fuck is she? Unknown. Eavesdrop. Press X to activate your senses. If a citizen is behaving suspiciously, their heart will emit a distinctive glow. And looking at the citizen, you'll unlock special interactions. Ah, so that's the
You're
reason for
sure
this.
you don't come back with me?
Nah, I have to see someone at the hospital.
Be careful. You look so bad they may keep you as a patient.
Fuck 'em. I don't like hospitals or doctors.
Well then, when you go back to Whitechapel, you may find this useful.
What is it?
A pass for a free medical exam by the best nurse available. Just read it.
I don't read well, but thank you, I guess.
What are you doing, Crane? Okay, I need to investigate this. This might be the blackmailer. Just load him please fast because I want to see. Oh yeah, right there. Poplar sewers. This did not sound good. Hello. Who was murdered?
This man has been savagely attacked and dragged to the floor.
You have a shortcut now. Need to be careful. Delicious. And dead. I know that most of you barely can see anything right now because it's so dark. But rest assured, I can't see more either. Okay, so the guy was dragged through here and he's right there. Anything here? That's a no. I think I should go this way first. Ah, this was easy. On level 4. The Band of the Dragon. Concerning the Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stall, I would advise our members to be very wary about these so-called scholars. Yes, indeed, most of them are always affable and respectful whenever they approach us, but it would be quite unwise for a discreet circle like the Ascalon Club to foolishly speak about our goals, our members, or our traditions. I also would like to remind our fellow members that the Brotherhood itself is ancient enough to have some mysterious traditions. One of them, according to some informants, could be the ritual of the so-called Band of the Dragon. It seems that in certain conditions, when the Brothers of St. Paul find a violent or bloodthirsty immortal, they call upon him this ban. What is it exactly? I don't know. Does it really exist? I don't know for sure either. But what I have established as facts, it is that whenever a hostile or vindicative vampire has threatened London, it disappeared without a trace after the Brotherhood pronounced a ban upon him. The loyal Fergal Bansha himself has never been foolish enough to openly provoke the Brotherhood. This is the lesson we must all remember. Never be considered a dragon by the Brotherhood. From the Law of Ascalon by Lord Redgrave, founder. I'm gonna eat some rats. I feel like there's a boss fight coming. I want all the help I can get. Wait a minute, I'm supposed to go that way, so I wanna check this then. Citizen to save, careful, then the citizen may not survive the next night. Go check on him. I saved you. Are you okay?
Are you injured, sir?
Help me get out of here. I need to get out.
I'm Dr. Reed, and I'd be glad to help you, but you must calm down first. Please, take a deep breath and tell me your name.
Okay. I'm Oswald Thatcher. Please, I need to get out.
All right, Mr. Thatcher, you're safe now. Do you think you can reach the street by yourself?
Yes, I do.
Good. Now leave this place and enjoy the cool night air. It's quite invigorating. I'm sure you'll feel better if you do.
Goodbye. It's the rescue. They rescue the citizen. He will return to his district the following night. Okay, some more loot. Fillings. Another exit. Nothing is here. Oh, never mind. So now I can go and deal with the skull problem. Sewer beast?
What sort of creature is this?
Okay. Oh no, this is bad. Oh no. Okay, this boss is tougher than I expected. Not that checkpoint, so it's fine. We'll find there is a very little that can kill a vampire. Well, that already killed me. That very little. Okay, so how could I deal with this? I need different weapons for sure. I don't think this is good enough. I need the stake.
What sort of creature is this?
Yeah, the stake is way better. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 5. You have to be patient. That's the secret. Oh, no, no. There. I keep forgetting that I have cooldowns. Oh no. One, two, three, 4. Okay. You hear me a bit. There.
Here's what's left of him. Not a lot to check, but I should anyway.
Okay. If you are sick, if you have no money, wherever you are, wherever you are from, come see Dorothy to get help. No tricks, no charges, no questions asked. Just find Darius Petresca's house and present this coupon.
Some voucher for a free checkup in Whitechapel. What is Nurse Crane up to? I really must find her.
Anything else? Nope. Okay. Oh, there's a new rogue skull there. Oh, they respawned. Another water rich blood. On the way out, I want to kill them again for more XP. This was accident. Didn't want to switch. Yeah, more XP and some more thingy resources. I need both. Hey, Mr. Skull. Dead. Okay, didn't drop loot again. But it's fine. Is there something on this? No. Time to leave. And I can't even run above. But anyway, I think that was all for this episode. Thank you for watching and have a nice day. Bye.